should take recommendations from our audience on our
Martine wants to change the intro. That's what we've been doing for almost 3 years now.
I'm so attached to it.
He wants change.
the me Noah,
It's
me
me, Noah.
Micah.
The
me
rotation
Martine.
is so good.
I feel like Martine doesn't like it because he's last in it.
No,
What's
I don't
the
like
change?
it because it's like the me. It's something about me. I don't know.
Yeah,
it
is
doesn't ring well with me.
I mean, it is very dumb,
It is very dumb, but I feel like that's
but I think that's
That's
part
a
of our
common thread
aesthetic, you know.
throughout
part of our
whole show.
aesthetic is how stupid we are. That's my aesthetic is dumbness.
Yeah, that's a good distance right there.
I don't know why, but I feel like I need to remind you, even though you haven't cursed yet, I feel like I need to remind you that we can't curse on air right now.
Yeah,
I feel like,
right. I was
for some
close.
reason, I feel like you were about to curse.
like a private service announcement at the beginning of every single.
I don't know why.
podcast.
I was looking at Martina like this guy is
about
pretty
to-
close to cursing.
Dude, I can see
don't know
you
what
going
you're
into it. Too. Like, I can
talking
see the way
about,
a
bro.
sentence is going. Sometimes
you
I'm like, this
talking
is not
about?
promising.
What do you talk about? Anyway,
We should just have I wish we had we had a beep guy.
I wish we had a beep guy. Oh my gosh, I wish we had a beep guy. I just wish we had a guy in general that did sound effects. Maybe do you guys know Foley? Can you do sound effects like with your voice, like the guy from Police Academy?
Dude, I've never seen Police Academy.
I've never seen. Have you seen Police Academy?
Yeah, I've seen Police Academy. It's like one of the better movies ever. But okay,
I haven't seen. I
apparently
still
that
haven't
is
seen.
one.
What's that one? That the guy has diplomatic immunity.
I don't know.
What's that one? Oh,
There's so many.
No, the one with it's like Mel Gibson, and he's like they did it in It's Always Sunny. They did like
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. I haven't
those
seen
are
that
great
movie.
movies.
I've never seen
Where
that
his
movie.
You've
diplomatic
never seen
immunity.
Lethal Weapon, dude? Lethal Weapon 3, seriously quality movie. Lethal Weapon 2, little darker, but also good.
Wait,
Lethal
What about
Weapon
Lethal?
1.
What about Lethal Weapon 5?
we can't. Not Lethal Weapon.
can't.
Wait, how many lethal weapons are there officially?
I think
Four?
4.
So,
Lethal-
but do you have a ranking for the 4 of them?
Well, I've only seen 2 and 3, I think.
Okay.
3 is like the funniest, I think.
I didn't know they were comedies.
Well, I mean, they're probably not, but they're so bad that they're.
Now, have you guys seen the other Die Hards? I've only seen Die Hard 1.
I've seen
I
Die
think
Hard.
that's the only one you need to see.
Die Hard 1. I saw Die Hard
I
2.
want to see Die Harder.
And then Live Free and Die Hard,
Live free or die.
and
hard.
live even freer and die even harder. Yeah, he went off the deep end. Die Hard 2 is funny because there's this one part where he's on a plane. I can't remember even the context. Sorry if I'm spoiling this movie from 20 years ago, but
Just close your ears.
yeah.
Spoiling it for me right now.
I
But
mean,
I'm okay.
this isn't like a spoiler. This is just something that happens in it. But he's like on a plane, and the guy that's next to him is like guarding him. He's like, I'm gonna get you once we leave this plane. And he's like, oh man, I'm gonna be trapped. So, but at one point, the guy next to him falls asleep, and I can't remember. It might have been that what's the name of the Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
He like goes like, wham, and whacks the guy. Breaks his neck instantly.
Oh my god.
But then, so he gets away with it. He like positions the guy so it looks like he's sleeping and puts his hat on top of his head and just leaves. So
I've not seen any like scenes
Yeah.
from the second Die Hard, but I have seen that.
so it just looks like there's this guy, like this, whatever, who's just like slumped over in this seat the entire time.
Dude, there is no way Bruce Willis has the upper body strength to break a man's neck.
It's
while
so
yawning.
strange.
That's-
He became like a straight action guy. Before that, he was he was in The Sixth Sense.
in Pulp
He was,
Fiction.
he was in some weird. Did you guys ever seen 12 Monkeys?
I haven't. My dad always wanted to watch it with me. We didn't get
Such
to.
a good movie. It's like so weird.
I can remember. So we had what's it called? The thing where you can record stuff on TV, TiVo or whatever.
TiVo, yeah.
I don't know if it was TiVo or something like that, but we had TiVo, and we TiVo'd 12 Monkeys, and we were like, we're gonna watch it, and then that was just as TiVo was becoming obsolete. Like now,
Why was it?
Well,
Because-
because you can record it through like your cable box now.
but also because now you just would watch it on Netflix.
Oh, that's
That was like this was like when I was young,
I
so or
remember.
not that young, but well, pretty
That's
young.
crazy that you had TiVo. I always was like the TiVo people. If they had TiVo, they had some money. You know?
I don't think it
that's-
was, but it wasn't TiVo. It was something else. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like some sort of cable box of some kind. But whatever it was, he was able. It might have literally been a box that he recorded like with the cable. But whatever it was, he recorded it and he was like, "We're gonna watch it," and then we got rid of our TV entirely, and so we never got to watch 12 Monkeys. Oh man,
I'm being informed by one of our listeners that apparently Bruce Willis has an arc in Friends.
He's in Friends?
I can't picture that
I
at all.
cannot picture it. Paul Rudd was in Friends.
I could picture him
Dude,
as a
Paul
lawyer.
Rudd, I think, just got named the sexiest man alive.
Alive?
No, I saw that. I was like, really?
Excuse me?
I saw that. I went,
Someone
Right.
doesn't. Someone
I
does.
don't
see it.
Someone hasn't been seeing Dolph Lundgren recently.
yeah, how's Dolph Lundgren looking?
He's looking good. Dolph Lundgren is
Isn't
always
he like? Isn't he an older man?
well, yeah, but he's still Dolph
Wasn't he in
Lundgren
Rocky?
So is Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's like 50 years old.
and Paul Giamatti. Where's Paul Giamatti on your list, huh? Come on.
They should really make like a 10,000 person long list every year. And it's just like going up
It's
and
like,
down.
yes, I'm 10,000.
And like Paul Giamatti's like 9887.
He's like, I'm on there. I'm on there.
I made it onto the list.
I made it onto the list. Yeah. I guess good for whatever his name is, Paul Rudd.
Rudd.
Maybe it's not his real name.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I always forget about these actors that they're
No, a
fake
lot of them
names.
changed their names.
Because I'm always like, wow, it's so great that your last name is Hammersmith. Like, or
Yeah.
something like that.
dude, did Tom Cruise change his name, or was he just born with a name? that
No
legendary?
way. No way.
I swear he was just born with that insane
His real
name.
Paul
He
Rudd
came-
Scientology. That's what I'm saying. His real name is Thomas Cruise Mappathor the Fourth.
Yeah, Mappathor
Wow.
the Fourth.
He really sounds like a Scientologist, doesn't he?
Mappathor sounds like his name on that planet. that
Yeah,
they
exactly.
go
It sounds
to,
like the
you
name
know?
of his planet that he owns.
The fourth one.
When I die, I'll go to Mappathor.
Mappathor 4, bro. It sounds like straight out of the sci-fi.
I want to live on Mappathor 4.
With Tom Cruise.
It's just me and Tom Cruise, and he just goes around hunting human beings.
Dude, I
No,
would
he's hunting.
totally
What are those
watch
things? They're called they're called.
It's like it's the world's most dangerous
No, what are they
prey.
called? They're like
the
the
most dangerous game. Dude, I
Yeah.
would watch a movie, The Most Dangerous Game, starring Tom Cruise or Shia LaBeouf.
What?
Or Shia LaBeouf.
Because
What Shia LaBeouf is so much
Because
less
that
cool.
song.
What is Shia LaBeouf? Is Shia
These
LaBeouf?
people.
Is that his real name?
Yeah. Why would he change his name to Shia LaBeouf?
yeah, that is. I understand why you change it to Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf. I'm not.
Shia LaBeouf
entirely-
is less. What is Shia LaBeouf? What did he?
Is Shia Said LaBeouf or Shade? I don't know.
Maybe it's Shaid. I don't know. I'm just making
What
stuff
is,
up right
let's
now.
see what's going on in the news. I love looking up random actors and seeing what's going on. Like Shia LaBeouf steps out dressed as a monk in bizarre new photos after fans believe his on-again wife,
On again.
Mia Goth, is pregnant.
Only on again.
Only on again.
Bro, he literally.
Do they mean on and off again?
No. His
just says-
on-again wife,
What does that
Mia
mean?
Goth,
That's-
is pregnant.
What does on again mean?
I
Just means she's always there.
His wife.
look at this man.
Oh wow, he isn't
Whoa.
just dressed like any monk. He's dressed like a monk that would kick some butt.
A monk that like.
He's dressed like a cleric.
I'm surprised he
Like a
didn't do
cleric.
that crown thing that they like shave the top of their head.
Is that a thing?
That's a monk thing.
Is that a monk thing? Yeah,
I never
he,
thought about it, but yeah, that hairdo is like.
it must not be real. I have thought about
No,
that
it
before.
is real. It was like
I'm s-
the hip
I'm saying
thing
Israel?
in the 1500s.
Israel? That's like the hip new thing.
What?
That's the hip new thing back then.
Back then, it was the
It's
thing.
like if you're cool.
If you were cool.
It's like the
if you were with the homie God.
it's like the TikTok hairstyle of the time. That was the TikTok hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
The middle part.
Can you
is
look
just a
up?
new-
Let's see what's someone else who I want to know what's going on with them. Look up Steven Seagal. See how he's doing. Our good friend of the show, Steven Seagal.
Rid of the shit.
Frequent contributor.
Yeah, please don't take us deeper into that.
What's going on with him
I'm just gonna
recently?
karate chop
Steven
our
Seagal
heads.
Classic is being remade for HBO Max.
I don't care.
Under Siege reboot. Steven Seagal. I don't think there's anything. Let's see Paul Giamatti.
Steven Seagal news. Sorry for yawning, guys. I'm a bit sleepy. I stayed up all night last night chatting with Steven Seagal.
Dude, please pull it together. Right? Like,
Be professional.
I can't have this right now.
Now, my one that I always do, and it always comes through. Kanye West. If there's
Yeah, but
There's nothing about Kanye. Like,
then you know it's really a bad day.
Kanye West says Michael Jordan won't meet with him due to one lyric.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like Michael Jordan just has
Apparently,
better
Pete
stuff
Davidson is went on a date with.
Oh my gosh, we should become like a drama channel where we
With
just talk
Kim
about celebrity
Kardashian.
drama. It's so much easier to
It's
just talk
so
about
easy.
this
You
stuff.
just say it, and then you're like, I don't know.
No, I don't know.
kinda
I gotta tell you, I'm ambivalent towards this one.
They're like,
Yet again, I'm ambivalent.
Wait,
yeah,
wasn't
they
that-
never
that was
say
a
their
joke,
opinion. They're
right?
always
Yeah.
like, yeah, what?
That was a joke, right? I thought that he was like Yeah, me and Kim.
Pete
That's like a
Davidson
thing?
is like
Who cares?
went on a date with Kim Kardashian.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
Who does care?
I don't even really know who Pete Davidson is. Like, who is Pete Davidson? You know,
You would have to watch The King of Staten Island to find
to
out.
really find
You guys
out.
see that movie? I like
I
that
did,
movie.
it was okay.
It's
I
kind
haven't
of like
seen
it's very
I've heard great things
it's very
about it.
Judd Apatow, you know.
Oh, is it made by Judd Apatow?
Yeah, it's very like feel good.
Is Judd short for something? Because Judd is not a name I've heard before.
Judd Apatow.
Maybe it's short for Judley. I named my child Judley because I hate him. I hate my son, so I named him Judley.
Wait, have you guys ever heard that song, like A Boy Named Sue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
Boy named
We have to
Dudley.
remake that, guys. If you ever listen again next week, I'm gonna go in GarageBand and make a full remake of that song. It's A Boy Named Judley.
So it's his real name, but he named his child, and I don't know who would name their child this.
Yeah.
Maud.
Yeah, I've heard that. That's a bad name.
It's a bad name.
It's an old name, I think.
It's a very old.
It sounds a lot like Mall, which, like,
right, and malls don't exist anymore. Really,
they don't.
not in the same
something
way.
Noah is very sad about.
Yeah. Are you sad about malls closing?
Oh, wow. You just, like, broke my... Because I was going with Darth Maul, and then you brought it to...
I thought you
Shopping.
You brought it
mall.
to somewhere real.
Brought it to somewhere real, and I just couldn't handle that.
Are you sad? You know I know.
Are you sad that Darth Maul's gone? Like, no,
Bro,
he wasn't a great dude.
I honestly am. They brought out like the best character,
He was
the
so
best
cool.
character and the coolest character of the whole thing, and they killed him in like 10
And
minutes.
they brought him out before they like perfected the whole lightsaber fight sequences. Like the newer movies with the lightsaber fights are like pretty.
much better?
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I have not seen I only saw the Force Awakens. I never
think
saw the Last Jedi.
all the
or
new
The
ones-
other one. I heard the Last Jedi was bad.
The Last Jedi was.
They're all kind of bad, but they're purely fun to watch because it's a big budget movie with
Yeah,
Star
well,
Wars.
it's kind of like, but they're trying
But
to. They're like Avengers, right?
Yeah, they're like
kinda-
almost worse than Avengers. Yeah, it's like we have a team who has to come together. Each has a unique goal that will ultimately not mean anything.
The one that I saw that was good though was what's the one that Darth Vader in the end, you know, it syncs up with like the fourth.
Yeah, that one was the only good one because that one it wasn't part of the larger story.
Yeah.
That one was just like it literally
Rogue
was,
One.
Rogue One. Yeah.
And that Darth Vader
So
seems pretty cool.
is Darth Maul? Does he have tattoos or is that his face? Because
Look that up.
yeah, we should probably look that up. If anybody knows who's listening right now, can you let me know?
That's not his face, isn't it? Aren't those tattoos?
I think those are tattoos, but I don't know.
Face.
They go really close to his eyes.
Well, yeah, but when you're an alien, you can get away with it.
He was covered in tattoos because that is the tradition of his species.
Oh, so he is an
The
alien.
Zabrek.
He's also.
Yeah, he also has horns. Of course, he's an alien.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, so what does an untattooed Zabrek look like?
I think they're just either just red or just black.
Oh, there was one. Eighth Koth.
Jesus.
A Zabrek.
If you get too deep into Wikipedia, you're in trouble.
When you get into any of these, like the Star Wars one is the one that I never understand because they completely just make up characters.
Well, I read next episode. I'll read this to you because there's this great article on Wikipedia about Darth Vader's suit, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever. If you look up Darth Vader's suit on Wikipedia, the problem is it's so long, but there's like 5 lines of pure gold on it. You know, where they're like, he was born in 5 ABY. 19. It's like they just make stuff up that doesn't make any sense. Or it's like his armor was class 2 armor because they couldn't afford to make class 1 armor for a measly Darth Vader. All this
Yeah,
stuff.
and I
measly
like
Darth Vader.
when they get into the economics. That's when I'm like.
My favorite part about it was
The Trade Commission couldn't do it because they'd instilled tariffs on onions.
the very best part of the whole thing. I forgot about this. They say that they're like when Darth Vader was like really badly burnt, like in the prequels, right? And they have to reconstruct him. They go through the details of how that happened, and it's clearly like somebody just made the story
It was a
up.
fan fiction.
It must be a fan fiction or like bordering on fan fiction. But the story goes, I should maybe read it verbatim, but it's like. When his face was badly damaged, they took him to the in order to fix him up, they took him to the newly renamed Emperor Palpatine Reconstruction Center. They newly renamed it to the Emperor Palpatine Reconstruction Center, and they're like, otherwise known as MPAL Zoo Recon. And they're like, he with his new suit, he was unable to properly eat and could only eat vats of plastic that was poured and causing him intense pain. It's like Darth Vader was regularly horrifically in the most intense pain possible. He could not move his neck due to the fact that there were pins in his head, like just making him the most miserable character. It's like none of this. Why did you need to know this? Like the material that it was made out of Durasteel and Plastisteel with obsidian. It's like, no, it was made of cheap plastic from the 70s. I don't know what to tell you. It's seriously, it's actually, they're calling it, they like Durasteel merged with Plastisteel. I've read this part so many times because it's so hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's one of my favorite things to read.
People get so excited. And I mean, look, there's a lot worse things to get into, to be into than, the different parts of Darth Vader's helmet.
Have you guys ever, you were into something and then you realized, this is idiotic what I'm into. Like I've found myself looking through Wikipedias of various, things and like actually being like, oh, that's interesting. And then being like, wait a second,
I don't care.
A fantasy.
I feel like it's true. Yeah, it's almost everything. Although I will say I got excited about Dune after we watched it.
Excited about Dune.
And like honestly, I a lot of people that I've talked to have watched the movie, or like several people were like, "Man, I want to read the books now," which is rare. I feel like for a lot of movies based on books. I think
because a lot of movies are I think that like you could tell that this would be better as a book.
Yes, I think that's true. And also the movie does a lot of hinting to larger story, to larger world stuff. So it makes you want to be like, maybe I want to actually understand this instead of in this confusing movie.
Yeah, plus Dune has like such a rep, like even outside.
No, did you watch it?
Yeah, he watched it with me.
No,
Dune.
I was there.
Dune, yeah. We all watched together.
Wait. Noah wasn't there.
What are you doing right now?
No, this isn't a bit. He doesn't remember if you were watching Dune with us.
Oh, I wasn't there, dude.
Wait, were you
You
not?
weren't there. That's
Wait,
what I said.
Did you think I was there?
I thought you were
Micah,
there.
he was not there. It was.
I thought
not,
you were just
it was like,
messing with him.
It was some people we know. I don't want to name names.
Really? Man, I totally.
No, I stayed home to read.
2 people that I think are listening, or maybe 3 people that I think are listening right now were there.
Okay, guys.
And they can confirm.
Okay, everyone who's listening right now, can you please text?
I think actually almost everyone that was there might be listening.
I don't want to. Yeah, we won't name names, but if you're listening right now,
I literally was not there. I thought you were joking.
No, I wasn't joking. I thought you watched Dune.
I wish I was there.
So, but you watched it though.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch it.
You should watch it,
dude. I can. It's like
I still missed a big chunk of it because we were watching it at our place. And then I had to
do your laundry.
I had to leave to do my laundry, and then our laundry machine didn't work, and I spent like 30 minutes fixing it. So I missed.
What did you do to fix it? I was always confused with that. I was like, what did he just do?
I had to like unplug it and then replug it back in.
That's a tough procedure.
That was a tough procedure, and so I did that. But it was like such a freaking mess.
To get behind it.
To get behind it and to move it, and my hands got all dusty. Oh my gosh! And this whole time I'm like, everyone's upstairs watching Dune right now. The fight scene's going on right now. Here I am scrabbling in the dirt, trying to get my laundry to work. So anyway, I'll rewatch it. It's fine. I'm not that upset. I barely even think about it, to be honest.
except for all the time.
Except for every day, always. I'm always thinking about it.
You guys want to go back on Twitter?
I had one. I wanted to wait because Simi's coming on, I think. So I wanted to wait for Simi to
go on Twitter.
Because basically, I wanted to look at Cookie Monster's Twitter because we didn't look at Cookie Monster last time, and Cookie Monster has the best one.
Did you give a little look before?
I gave a look. I gave a hot look.
Damn.
And it's so good. He has so many quality things.
I think Cookie Monster was on it before like anyone else was on.
Cookie Monster is an OG, I think. That's what I've been told. I actually knew somebody who was on Sesame Street.
Really?
Yeah, they did like hula hooping.
Wait, like an adult person who
No.
was hula hooping on
No,
Sesame Street?
like a child.
Okay. I was like, who?
It was like some sort of kid that I knew.
Was hula hooping?
Was hula hooping. I don't even remember.
Did you guys have at my school, my elementary school, we had a jump rope team, and a hula hoop team, and that was it.
Wait, your elementary school had teams?
Jump rope and hula hoop.
How do you compete in that? how do you count?
Well, dude, we actually had
wait. No. We have to stop right now. Those are not team sports. Not only is it about how do you compete, you don't need like 10 people to be hula hooping.
Dude, if you're competitive hula hooping, you can go one-on-one,
wait,
right?
I'd like to say my favorite thing that our school did, and it sounds so sadistic looking back on it. They gave out these prizes for these kids that it was this hula hoop competition of who could hula hoop the longest. So they would go out at recess and they'd have these kids hula hoop for all of recess and everyone's watching. And these kids are like trying to maintain this hula hoop up for like 45 minutes.
Oh my
and they're
God.
like, it's like they stick your hand on a car, they're like there, they're like basically feigning. And then they would just be like, okay, recess is over. The people that are still in, you're doing it tomorrow. And then they would go back.
That's hilarious.
Oh
And
my gosh.
they give them these little, do you guys get toe tokens?
Wait, what?
No.
Oh my God. My school did some weird, we had this like thing that if you did 4 laps, they were trying to get us to exercise a lot. So they had this thing that if you did 4 laps around the playground,
Yeah.
you got a toe token.
What's a toe token?
Can you redeem that?
A toe token was this
What
thing.
is the worth of a toe token?
You got this bracelet, and you get like these little
Trinkets.
tokens. They were toes. They were feet.
and
they
wait,
were-
as in the token was in the shape of a foot.
It was
Yes.
actually called
Okay.
a toe
It
token.
was the toe token, and after and if you did got a bunch, like you did 20 miles or something, you got like a big toe.
You did 20 miles?
Dude, there
As
were
a
people.
child?
20
You
miles.
don't
You
even
have to get
understand,
a
bro.
big toe.
Dude, they would have people literally doing this hula hoop thing, and then also they'd have like people sprinting around the playground, just trying to get these toe tokens. They were so valuable. And then it all came crashing down when some kid found that you could get them all at the dollar store, and he came in with like 200. Everyone was like, oh.
Yeah,
you know?
that's like an economics thing.
Yeah.
You just flooded the market.
But they were really a status symbol. It was like, oh damn, you got
You have a full set.
you got a full set of
You have
toe
a foot.
tokens.
You have a whole
No,
whole
yeah,
foot.
if you had your whole bracelet, you did some walking. You were walking a lot.
You were cool.
And as like a kid, like to walk, like just, everything is so much bigger when you're a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking is big. There were silly bands, weren't there?
Silly bands were a
Silly
big
bands
thing.
were dude, you get those people who had like the whole
Yeah.
like
Which-
like a full bracelet.
Bakugan, you
And
know,
I feel
all
like
these
I feel like
things. They're all
silly
status.
I feel like
things.
silly bands was a thing that probably had a measurable negative impact on the climate.
Oh yeah, because you'd find those everywhere. Like,
They're
no
just
one
like
could keep
two
those
little
on their
bits of
wrist.
plastic that just get lost. Probably like I'll bet millions
Just
of
thrown
turtles,
out.
millions. Yeah, we gotta. You know the thing where they say like you can't. Everyone knows like the plastic straws will save the turtles. We gotta. If you want to save some real turtle meat, you gotta.
Real turtle meat.
You gotta stop using those silly bands. I'm glad we stopped doing that.
Yeah. Did you guys get into any of the games, like the card games, like Magic, or
Like Pokemon?
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon?
I got one deck of Pokemon cards once.
Yeah, I'm pretty huge into
I got-
Pokemon now. Actually,
I got into Bakugan. Yeah, that was my
Bakugan's good. Pokemon's kind of. I'm regularly. I was playing last week, just with myself.
You were Pokemon going to the polls.
No, I was Pokemoning. I was Pokemon Go.
Please, was that a thing?
That was like what ended Pokemon Go. You don't remember that?
Was what so
when Hillary Clinton
Hillary
says,
Clinton
she says, I need you to Pokemon go to the polls.
everyone's like, well, I guess this is done.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I don't vote anymore.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I kind of like Ditto. You know, he's just like
Ditto's chilling. 100% of the time.
Ditto's definitely a chiller.
Chilling, but the thing is, he can morph. So like, he can
morph.
also be not.
If you
chilling
could
he
morph,
needs to
if you
be.
could morph into anything, you'd be a chiller.
I would be a
Like
chair.
if you could just be whoever you wanted to be.
I feel like the most comfortable object is a chair. Like I feel like if you are a chair, you are
Oh
extremely
my god! Do
comfortable.
you think like
as long as no one
do you
sits
think,
on you?
Like Pikachu has a Twitter?
Look up Pikachu Twitter.
Dude, Pikachu definitely has a Twitter. Nintendo's always like.
But wait, but Pikachu doesn't talk, does he? So he would just be going
No,
Pika.
he just say Pika.
So every day he just goes Pika, 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 Pika.
Well, maybe he-
They definitely
maybe he
have
can type.
bots on these guys. You know, like
No, not for.
Wait,
Dude,
he has
for
a
count-
Twitch?
For the count, definitely.
He has a Twitch. Well, that's great, but are there any Pokemon that would be like useful in real life?
I feel like absolutely, right? Like,
Pikachu would be good because if you ever need to charge your phone, you just stick it in his mouth.
dude, that definitely sounds like the Pokemon version of that like microwave your phone meme. Like, you want to charge up your phone, just stick it in Pikachu's mouth.
You know, there's misinformation in the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
So much misinformation.
All the people. who
Ladies
don't
and
believe in Team
gentlemen,
Rocket.
we need to stop sticking
Team
phones
Rocket-
into Pikachu's mouth. I need to start pronouncing his name correctly.
Team
This
Rocket.
is a global epidemic. Team Rockets has once again launched an attack.
Yeah, Meowth. He's definitely not a chiller. Meowth is the opposite of a chiller.
I am President Jorgensen, President Joe Jorgensen, and I'm telling you right now that Meowth is a leader of a terrorist cell.
Oh, the Team Rocket Pokemon wiki. Here we go.
Okay, good. What is there to be known about Team Rocket? Team Rocket. Wait, can you clarify for anybody here who might not be a massive Pokemon fan? Obviously, I
Team
am.
Rocket are the bad guys in Pokemon.
Yeah, they're the bad
They're
guys
always
in
trying to
Pokemon.
steal
Always
Pikachu,
trying to steal Pikachu. Yes,
which I don't understand because there's so many. In this
there's more
world.
than one Pikachu.
But they want Ash's Pikachu specifically.
Is Ash's Pikachu special?
I don't. Is he?
I
Is there anything like
asked you.
particularly?
I did.
I'm asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I
This-
asked-
I'm talking to a Bakugan guy right now.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
we're
more of a Bakugan. I'm more of a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, actually.
fighting. a Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
I love that hair. I love
Wait,
that crazy
wait,
hair they
It is
have.
noted that Team Rocket and their Pokemon have blasted. God, their grammar on these websites have blasted off more than any other characters in the series.
Blasted off?
Yeah, they would
What
always.
does that mean?
They would blast off because they were in a balloon, and like all they would do is pop their balloon, and they go blasting off. They'd go
Wait.
off into like the sunset.
Wait, is that a thing that? But they were
It
the
would
ones.
happen every episode. They get blasted off.
So then, is there someone else who got blasted off as well besides them?
No, Team Rocket was 3, Meowth, and then the 2 guys. I forget their names.
They all got.
Violet and
Jesse.
wait.
No,
really?
Jesse and James.
Jesse and James.
Jesse-
Why did I
Jesse has blasted off more than 500 times, excluding, excluding James and Meowth. James has blasted off more than 500 times. Wait, excluding Jesse and Meowth. Meowth has blasted off more than 700 times, excluding Jesse and
I
James.
still don't understand what
And
blast.
Woe Buffett has blasted off more than 300 times.
What is I still don't understand what blasting off means. I mean, maybe I don't
They
want to
always
know.
get like blasted
get-
into the sunset.
They
like,
get
at the end of
blasted into the
episode.
sky, and there's always a twinkle when they.
Yeah.
It goes like.
And so that has a name. It's called blasting off.
Yeah, they would get blasted off.
How did-
Because Pikachu usually would do like Pikachu,
Yeah.
and then they would
Oh my
would blast
gosh.
off.
Imagine being.
It was great. I loved watching
Imagine,
Pokemon when I was
imagine
young.
your whatever the name of the guy is, Jesse, and it's your 499th time getting blasted off. You're like, I know where this is going.
Also, wait, like if Meowth has gotten blasted off more than 700 times, I mean,
Yeah, Meowth really got the short end of the stick.
so does that mean multiple times an episode? Like,
It's more than 700 episodes.
No, there are more than 700 episodes, and but I do think that they sometimes would get blasted off like 3 times. They would always. There were some episodes. There were some episodes that like. They would be like trying to do something, and they would just come along, and they'd be like so annoyed with them. And they're like, "Oh, I can't deal with this right now," and then just like electrocute them, and they blast off.
Gosh, that's so funny. I'm like watching out because Simi's supposed to get here any minute,
Ah, cool.
or theoretically, I don't know. Oh man, I had no idea that
You think,
Pokemon.
I wonder if Simi was into Pokemon. We'll have to ask her.
We'll have to ask her. Yeah, we'll find out in a minute. Is anybody who's listening, if you guys are into Pokemon,
If anyone knows any Pokemon facts that
does
are
anyone have any fun Pokemon facts who's listening? Please let us know because I would love to hear them. There is only one thing. I remember when I was younger, I, to be honest, never really watched Pokemon, but there was one episode I watched with my friend. And I just remember they were in like an aquarium and there were real fish going by.
wait, non-Pokemon fish? I
Non-
thought all of the
That-
animals in Pokemon were Pokemon.
well, no, those were Pokemon that were fish.
Yeah. Right?
No, they weren't. They definitely weren't. They looked like regular fish. I looked it up. This is like a thing. It's like, for some reason they forgot that that's not a thing and they accidentally put real fish in there.
So they just had fish going by.
It was just fit and everyone was like, this breaks your entire world right now.
Oh my god.
All the Pokemon fans are like, stop.
It's like,
Is that a tuna?
is that a tuna right
I
there?
swear to God.
So what do,
Oh, we do have a fact.
what's the fact?
Yes.
Rhydon was the first Pokemon ever created. Got that from a listener.
So listener, thank you for that.
Rhydon.
I gotta tell you that
like.
listener, I don't mean to. Thank you for listening. First of all, listener, I gotta tell you something because I think you and I might be tight. So I think you'll be able to take this. That is a fact, but it's not a fun fact.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. So something a little more fun next time. So that's
You
Rhydon.
think Rhydon came into the universe and he just did that? He
Wow,
was just like-
Rhydon just blast.
Can we get a description?
So Rhydon. Let me try to describe it. So Rhydon, he's like a Triceratops looking guy, but he's got his hands out. He's standing on his hind legs and he's got his hands out, and he's like sort of coming in for a bear hug.
Wait,
and
maybe the fun fact is that he's always ready to party. Like, he's already.
that's a fun fact about him. Oh, I think we got Simi. Oh wait, we need another chair in here. Here,
No,
can
wait,
you?
wait, I'll take
That chair.
No, Noah can go over there.
Hello,
And you can take
come on
this
in.
mic.
We were just talking about Pokemon. Were you into Pokemon as a kid or no? Okay, so you can join my faction of people.
I thought I was coming here to talk about goats, but
Oh,
you
We,
guys
we
already
did not
are.
know that you were here to talk about
here,
goats.
come take this microphone.
Is there a goat Pokemon?
Look up goat Pokemon. Real quick,
That'll
is there?
be my favorite Pokemon. If
Yeah,
exists.
we could talk about goats. I don't know. Oh my gosh! Wow, there's like several.
There's
there's
Go
a lot.
Goat.
Should I shut the door?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
Goat's
please.
The real. There's a lot of goat Pokemon.
Did you guys already play the intro?
We did already play the intro, but it's also our outro because
lazy.
we couldn't be bothered to make a whole nother one.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll play it one more time. Wow, this guy is a very happy-looking guy. So, do you want to just try to describe any of your
It's
favorite?
very hard to describe.
I mean,
these.
goats are the happiest animals. They don't have bad days, only good days.
Is that true?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I
But
feel
what
like-
about the screaming?
I was coming here to
What
talk
about-
about a lot of misconceptions
Oh, please,
surrounding goats
yeah.
in the human community.
So, what are some?
And I wanted to end them.
Yeah, please,
today.
because I think we need to inform a few people. I think we have some people who are listening right now who probably have some misconceptions about goats.
I know
That's
some-
why I'm here.
So what's
I mean,
the-
that's why I thought you guys asked me to come on the show in the first
Yeah.
People are goat.
So
bigots.
Simi is kind of our resident. I would like to say our resident goat expert.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think I mean I don't want to speak for
would
everybody,
agree
but
with that.
we're mostly friends with you as sort of a like goat related capacity.
I think
right?
I
The
first
only
met
way I
you
know
at-
you
at
is
GoatCon.
because of goats.
sort of at Goat Con. Yeah,
Goat
Yeah,
Con.
I mean, it was a super,
That is definitely a
super
thing.
fun
So-
night.
I'm trying to think about things that I know about goats. I've heard. Is it true that goats don't
Careful.
don't know how to swim?
So I don't know about that. I haven't heard that one actually. I believe they can swim. They definitely don't have webbed feet. That's a common misconception.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. That's what it was.
About
It's giraffes that don't know how to swim.
Goat meat is the most consumed meat per capita worldwide. I would not have thought that.
Goat meat. That's probably because of how delicious it is, right?
I mean, I've never had it,
The,
but
the lifespan of a goat is about that of a dog.
Let's not talk about eating goats, though. Let's talk about like chilling with goats. You know what I like? You know what I really like is a good goat cheese.
Wait, I actually would like to say something.
couldn't agree more.
Counter to dominant stereotype about goats being willing to eat anything, they are actually very picky eaters.
Oh,
Okay, so
That's a real
thank you for
one.
bringing up that. That's a really good point, Martine. I was going to talk about that today.
Please.
So people think that goats eat everything. They eat your socks
Tin
and your
cans.
hair and your shoes and your tin cans.
That's the one I've heard.
They're actually really picky eaters. So when I was working on the goat farm, and we actually spoke about this at GoatCon. I don't know if you guys went out to that breakout session.
Noah went to GoCon.
Noah represented us at GoatCon.
I'm a big fan of GoatCon, but I wouldn't consider myself a
Wait.
goat expert.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you?
so they're actually really-
Did you cosplay at GoatCon?
More of a goat enthusiast.
What did you cosplay as at GoatCon?
A Nigerian dwarf,
What?
Nubian.
Is that the name of a goat?
There are lots of different types of goats. Which I'm also happy to discuss.
I thought you meant a human.
While I was at the farm, also, I mean, you know, like my
move
friend
fast.
and I, we were just surrounded by goats all day long.
Yeah.
That we started coming up with spirit goats.
Right.
Yeah, so goats would often exhibit similar characteristics to many friends of ours. And so we would look at goats and be like, that is obviously Micah, and that's
Right.
obviously.
What do you?
Wait, you
Noah.
agree with this? I just look up Nigerian dwarf, and they say top 9 reasons why you don't want Nigerian dwarf goats.
Wait. Oh, no.
Well, they're just really small, so they don't produce that much milk. But their milk has a very high butterfat content, so it's like half and half.
Do you have a favorite type of goat?
Yeah, I really like Nubian goats. You should look them up. They have like the floppiest ears.
Is that why? Just because they're cutest?
They're not cute. They're just like really beautiful.
Oh, they have very
And
floppy ears.
they trumpet really loudly.
They look like-
they don't bleat. They
I feel like
trumpet.
there's dogs that look like
They look a
this.
lot like dogs. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
like
like
them a
their
lot.
ears hang low.
So wait, I'm curious. How did you come by your goat knowledge? Like this is.
I mean, when
I've
you're
never heard of
surrounded
these
by
goats.
goats on a quarantined, isolated farm in Washington, it just happens.
Whoa,
organically.
hey, whoa. She said Bumble Fudge, Washington, everybody. Bumble
Oh.
Fudge.
Yes, I did.
To anyone from the government.
I
It's called
apologize.
Bumble Fudge. That's the name of the area.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just what
yeah.
it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
exactly that's the way that I would learn about goats too, is getting stuck in.
You just gotta immerse yourself. It's like a language.
It is like a language. You got to speak the language of the goats. Anyway, it's a,
Oh yeah, wait. So we also we have another.
oh yeah, that's the
activity.
thing. I was waiting for you. I wanted to look at together. We should all look at the Twitter of Cookie Monster. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, Cookie Monster
I
has
didn't know Cookie Monster had a Twitter.
he has an official Twitter. Look, it's blue check marked and everything.
Did Big Bird?
Big Bird has a
feature
Twitter.
him?
When
Big Bird has
when
Twitter?
me
Did he
hear
tweet that he
someone
got
say
vaccinated? I heard
That's
that
why
was
we
pretty
started talking
controversial.
because for some reason Ted Cruz decided this was his time to chime in.
wait a second. I would this is like this.
There's also
when me hear someone say they don't like cookies, red flag, red flag.
I mean, relatable.
this is true. Honestly,
He speaks the word of God.
but that's actually true. If I ever met somebody who said they didn't like cookies,
Me think
huge
that
red
cookie
flag.
looks out of this world. No
It's a-
cigar, interstellar object looks like cookie-shaped planet shard.
It is out of this world. Yeah. What else did they say?
Me no cry because cookie is finished. Me smile because cookie happy.
Cookie Monster knows
so
what's
positive.
up. We need
you
so.
should get him on the show.
I would love to get Cookie Monster on the show.
We could.
Talk to his
Who,
agent.
who do you think has the
Who-
best?
who do you think is
Who
his-
do you think could like actually like what? How does Cookie Monster sound?
Cookie Monster me is. Is that
That's
That's
Yoda.
Yoda.
Cookie Monster? I love them. They're like my favorites.
That's like Yoda in retirement. Like
They're like top 10 food for me.
Top 10.
Top 1.
Cookie hero or superhero?
Yeah, I mean, you might have to change your name if it's like your 8th favorite food.
me is ramen noodle monster now. I think that Cookie Monster probably is a big cookie fan.
the least realistic thing about Cookie Monster though is that he eats all these cookies, but he never wants to balance it with anything salty. Like I just don't understand.
Oh my
that at
gosh,
all.
but he probably has caramel cookies sometimes.
maybe he hides Doritos
Wait,
off screen.
didn't
like-
wasn't there something? I remember I heard some like I don't know if this was fake news or not, but like that Cookie Monster,
he was Veggie Monster.
he became Veggie Monster.
I don't know about that, but I do know something about
That's
Cookie
something that I would team up with Ted Cruz on to protest,
To protest.
in the streets.
We need a. Oh yes. Oh my
We could
god.
put aside our political differences for that.
Ted Cruz, you and I disagree on almost
future-
everything.
This is the future.
Except
that they
Veggie
want.
This is the future that liberals want. Is us teaming up.
Cookie Monster, Veggie Monster.
They want Veggie Monster. So sad. I was gonna say Cookie Monster. You know what his real name is? Stu.
Wait,
I
really?
don't think that's true.
Oh, okay. Wow. Time trying to spread misinformation real quick. Let me tell you the real truth about it. I'm gonna tell you right now.
All right.
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster is a blue Muppet character on the long running blah blah blah.
It's sorry. You're right. It's Sid. His real name
oh
is
notable
Sid.
alias Sydney Monster.
Do you guys know the difference between a Muppet
Alistair
and a puppet?
Cookie.
Is it just made by Jim Henson Studios?
A puppet
I
and a
don't know.
Muppet.
Yeah.
I think
Puppet
a
and a
Muppet.
Muppet.
Yeah, what is a Muppet? A moving puppet?
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Don't puppets move?
All puppets move. That's why they're puppets. Otherwise, they would just be a figurine.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're called Muppets because Jim Henson liked the sound of it. That's why, I guess.
There you go. Jim Henson knew
Are
about
you
that.
sure?
Oh, puppet
that
and marionette.
Non-moving puppets would be figurines.
Okay, let's talk
No,
about
I think
it.
that's a
Can we
marionette.
talk about that? Can we unpack this a little
Let's
bit? Because
unpack
I
this.
disagree, actually. I think a non-moving puppet is a stuffed animal.
Okay, actually, that's very fair. I think that, you know what? I didn't consider that.
Or
Wait,
but then you could
then
argue
you could
the
make it a
counter-argument.
puppet
Are
by
stuffed
just moving
animals
it.
figurines?
Yeah, and right, that's a good point. And also, if
Playing
you,
devil's advocate.
but also, as Martina's saying, let's flip this on the side. If you have your stuffed animal and you move it a little bit, does that make it a puppet?
Okay, guys, one of our listeners just did
Yeah.
some serious research for us.
Thank
really
you,
clutched up.
listener.
and found the actual difference between Muppets and puppets scientifically. Okay.
No.
Thank
This
you.
person actually found
what was
it.
the name of our listener? Can we give them a shout out?
This is Jesse.
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 Okay, Jesse, give it.
The main difference between Muppets and
We
puppets
don't do all names on this show.
is that puppets are movable models of people or animals animated or manipulated by people, while Muppets are a special type of puppets. A puppet is an object that often
A
resembles a human or
subcategory.
animal controlled by strings, rods, or hands.
Okay.
So,
Wow, we
Muppet.
really got some researchers.
Thank you,
Seriously,
thank you,
like-
Jesse, for
Thank
bringing
you for
in the
your
real.
service.
Thank you for what you've done for this for me. I would say.
For Micah.
Thank you for what you've done for me.
So are they figurines?
There's so many questions about Muppets, I think, and puppets in general that it's sort of hard to unpack. Are Kermit the Frog's eyes ping pong balls? Is that a yes or a no? Or
Aren't
maybe.
ping pong balls white?
Also, when did the
Yes.
Muppets?
Doesn't he have
When did the
black
Muppets like go to Sesame Street versus the Muppet movie?
Can
And why
you
did
real-
they not?
No, wait 1 second. Real quick, look up Kermit the Frog just so we can show Simi how insane she is for thinking that Kermit the Frog has all black eyes. That is
What?
Maybe
what
it's just dark Kermit.
dark. Yeah, that's evil Kermit. This is what Kermit looks like. He doesn't. He has white. He is. I don't even know what
What
to
a
say.
smile.
Well, he's a happy frog, as long as you don't mess with his swamp.
Wait, does Kermit live in a swamp?
Where do frogs
I
live?
thought he lived in a tree.
Frogs don't
I
live
think
in
he lived
trees.
in
They're literally tree frogs, dude.
He's not a tree frog. He's a swamp frog for
Can
sure.
we, do
you
one of
guys
our
have-
listeners know what type of frog Kermit the Frog
He's a
is?
swamp frog.
Do any of you have a good Kermit the Frog impression?
Kermit.
Can we get
All
the
of your
Rainbow
impressions are
Connection
Yoda.
playing?
What?
Can we get if we get the Rainbow Connection playing?
Why are there so many songs about
Rainbows.
rainbows? And what's on the other side?
It's almost as good as your
The
Yoda
Rainbow
impression.
Connection.
It's almost the same.
the lovers.
I mean,
the dreamers.
you know that Grover.
me.
Should we name as many famous frogs as we can?
All right, do it. You well, no.
Kermit,
No.
Yoda.
Yoda's not a frog.
They're frog-like.
Okay,
He
wait,
lives in
wait.
a
I
swamp.
feel like that's whatever race or whatever species Yoda is. It's like definitely should have called him frog.
I don't know what he is, but he's just basically a frog. I actually can't name more than one famous frog right now. Maybe I'm just stressed.
What's the one famous frog that you can name?
Kermit.
What about Yoda?
He's not a frog.
frog.
Okay.
Yoda is just Yoda, right? Like he doesn't have a
Yeah, no one knows. There's Yoda and Baby Yoda.
yeah.
Yoda.
There's
Baby
okay.
Yoda.
I can guarantee if you look on Wikipedia, someone will tell you what species
Dude, I don't
Yoda
think he has a
is.
species.
No, that's the whole thing. It's an like no one knows the species.
That's insane. That's so insane.
were
that I
on
don't
Wikipedia.
believe
He's
it.
the
for a
last
bit.
of his kind.
That's so sad. Are there any other famous frogs?
Frog and Toad.
There's Crazy
Oh
Frog.
my God, Frog and Toad, queer icons, the two of them. Have you guys read that New Yorker article?
Yeah, but they're like coated or
Wait,
kind of.
I haven't read that.
Wait,
article.
Frog and Toad?
Just a
I
Frog
used to
and Toad.
read that.
Queer
Yeah,
icons.
it's like that they're kind of. And were they the guy who made Frog and Toad? I think was he gay?
yes.
I believe so.
I was just
so it was
told by
like his way of making it acceptable.
I was told, I don't know if you guys knew this,
Very
that
cool.
the Matrix is an allegory for like being transgender.
I thought it was.
Did I hear that from you?
I thought it
No,
was.
no, that was
I
from,
don't know
that
if
was from
that's
Ishan.
true. I'm pretty
Right.
sure.
No, it is true, dude.
No,
I looked
think
into it.
I think it's an allegory for kicking bullets out of the
Have
air.
you guys seen Spirited Away?
Yes, we saw
Yes.
Spirit Away
What about
recently.
that frog that eats everything?
Oh, that frog that eats
Wait
everything.
a
not
minute,
that-
is that
he's
is
not
that
that
frog?
Yes, that frog that
There
eats
are a lot
everything.
of frog-like characters.
Yeah, no, that's. I think I would qualify that as a frog. Oh, Hypnotoad.
Yeah, Hypnotoad.
Hypnotoad. Yes, exactly. Frog that eats everything from Spirited Away.
Pepe.
Pepe, the most famous frog. The frog that goes like, "Hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. Hello, my right hand gal."
Look at that Frog and Toad.
They are so happy with each other.
They are very happy.
They're so
Oh yeah,
good.
Crazy Frog. Gosh,
I said Crazy Frog.
that is such a good point, Martine. I'm glad that you said it.
Isn't that just a song?
It's
But
also a frog.
How is that even a frog? Also, what is that?
No, we can't talk about that
Should
on
we
there.
paint a picture for our listeners?
So it's Crazy Frog is a blue frog with a big underbite that's wearing. It looks like a do-rag, maybe.
No, it looks like I think it's some.
I think he is wearing a do-rag.
No, it's some like pilot like.
No, violets don't wear that. That's not what it is.
Wait,
And
he has the goggles. He looks like a guy you'd see at a rave.
But that's not.
He's a crazy frog.
He's a crazy frog, but he's not. He's not. Those aren't aviator goggles. Those are like
wow,
swimming.
Kermit really is like the most famous
swimming.
frog.
Those are swimming goggles. Oh yeah, the frog from the frog that you kiss and
the
it becomes
frog
a
from
prince.
the kissing the frog.
The kissing frog.
Wait, the princess and the frog.
Oh yeah, and
right?
the princess
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
frog. What other frogs are there? Didn't we talk about frogs? But, oh no, we should get Jessie on to talk about frogs. Isn't that like her favorite animal?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's coming on. We can interview her
We
about
can
frogs.
follow up with this conversation about
We're gonna have
frogs.
to go more in depth into frogs.
More in depth into frogs. Do you guys have a favorite animal? Mine's frog.
Like pet or like wild.
Either.
I would say
Yeah, it is. Red panda is correct. Red panda.
Red
Ooh,
panda.
wow,
that's a quality
that's-
choice.
Red panda.
I disagree. It's like the title of a panda, but squirrel style.
Oh no, they're
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 less cute.
they're squirrel
yeah, I
style
don't think
pandas.
that they're like that cute. Also,
Have you
They'd
guys
never
seen it? They're
select
making a
them to be
Disney
the
movie,
icon
like-
of the World Wildlife
I have
Fund.
never. I have no.
but that's just regular pandas.
But
right?
they are. I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure they are the icon of several zoos. First of all, because of how flippin' cute they are, and second of all, they are flippin' cute. And I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I know that what
Fudge.
you're trying to say. I know what a lot of people say about it because I've heard this argument 1,000 times. They're not real pandas, and that's somehow a crime. You know what? They didn't name themselves. That's a human problem. That's like the panda. The red panda is just chilling. They're like raccoons,
Do you guys know what mud skippers are?
the ones that run across the water.
They walk on land, but they're fish.
Yeah. Look
What?
up mud skipper.
Look up mud skipper video.
And they
Can
also
we play it
and they can
for our
also run
listeners?
across the water.
I don't think we
They
can.
don't
I mean,
run
they
across
can't
the
see
water.
Yes,
the video.
they can.
But they actually like
No.
flip, and they have like mouths like hippos.
Wait, so is this what like we came out as? Like
No,
when we came out of the
That's
water?
not how evolution works.
Possible.
No, but then we evolved.
It's Martine's great grandfather.
No, we're probably related, some way.
That guy's. I was gonna say your last name. Whatever. That guy's a Martine right there. Now these guys, they can run across the water as well. It's very cool because they're light enough that they can do it.
Do you guys ever have a briefing program on what you can and can't say on the show? I feel like I'm learning as I go. It's a
No,
little-
it's
we
just-
just
it's
don't say
nerve-wracking.
like
Just no curse words. That's it.
no curse words, and we try to stay away from like anything that would like truly identify who we are. But
I guess so. Yeah, that's it.
then again, we do post our picture on. I don't know. We kind of have
The
like,
not
what we look
identifying
like.
fully who we are thing is, I think, more of a personal preference. It's like,
Yeah. Noah's gonna remain anonymous.
I'm going to remain anonymous. I don't want my name
We
attached
did
to
we
anything. I
did
say.
dox when Noah had to go get his key card.
We
during the
doxed.
thing. We doxed his key card.
We tried to
But
get
then
it.
the only person who was listening decided she wasn't going to let
Micah's
do it.
grandma.
my
you know,
grandma.
grandma.
No, my grandmother texted. She's like, I'm coming down, but she's like in New York, so she probably wouldn't make it before you did.
Okay, sounds good. I've got some time to like board up my door and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
okay.
She's just driving through.
That was a good sound effect
was
right there.
good.
That was my Foley right there. You guys know about Foley?
Yeah, you were talking about that in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Can you guys do any good sound effects? Chicka 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 chicka. That's like mine.
Not the
Of
other
what?
Chicka chicka chicka.
This is great for our listeners' ears.
That wasn't actually a train. That was just me.
It's just
Wow.
like I had to take the headphones off for that. Like,
much.
I'll do requests. I'm sort of about that now. Yeah, you can.
I don't know
Oh.
if you can hear in that. in
Oh
those
oh
ones.
oh.
Yeah,
My
the headphones are very hit or miss.
my grandmother actually just texted to tell me that some frogs live in backyard pools in increasing numbers, and that and that around her is Katapano goat farm is right around the corner from her.
Oh wow, where does she live?
I don't want to say.
we don't-
Oh, true.
Can we
Sorry,
get her
still
address?
learning.
I'll tell you about it off. I'll tell you. Although I did kind of just say
Love to come visit her.
You
I
should-
wonder how many misconceptions about goats.
she knows a lot about goats.
believes.
Did you know that goats can produce spider silk?
I did not know that. I would love to know what types.
It's not. Well, I don't
Like,
think
what? Goats can weave webs?
goats can weave webs now. This is. I'm not even
Now?
now. As of,
We
the
have the
21st
technology.
century.
no, as of I'm so serious. As of recently, they can do it. It's literally their spiders. They can you can
Once while I was at the farm, one goat, Daisy, I won't say her last name because we want to protect
her
her
privacy.
identity.
Yeah.
She built a nest, but it wasn't a web. Definitely not a web.
It was
but
like
nest.
made out of sticks and stuff.
Yeah, she actually made it out of her food.
Oh,
That's a little nasty.
that's a little gross. That's,
Yeah.
But
that's
Yeah.
cool too, I guess, but that's not as cool as the goats that can literally you can dig through their
it's
milk.
like spider pig, but spider goat.
It's
I'm just
spider goat.
imagining a goat just coming out, like you walk into a barn, like a goat just like comes down from the ceiling, like
But
They're evolution.
we've been
They're
so
evolutionary.
so
superior.
just before we got here, Noah and I, we actually went to, I would say, would you say maybe like your favorite ice cream place, Noah? / frozen yogurt?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Beyond any doubt.
Beyond any doubt, Chillbox. And if Martine would just turn the computer a little bit, I would tell you organically and off the top of my head exactly what I think about Chillbox, which is that it's a fresh, modern concept highlighting the natural goodness that Greek yogurt has to offer. They're unique. Please,
I just had the same thought that you had.
I just 1 second. It's coming to me. They're unique and healthy frozen yogurt, especially crafted from 100% 100% authentic Greek yogurt and non-GMO low-fat milk, which makes it a healthy alternative to not healthy yogurt. Along with their signature frozen yogurt, they also carry a variety of artisan ice creams, European coffees, smoothies,
Coffees.
and cold beverages that will satisfy I almost,
Every need.
I actually just got a milkshake from Chillbox, and I'd say that my craving for a cold beverage was satisfied.
pretty much, I don't think I have any cravings that have not been satisfied one way or another, whether it be physical cravings, emotional cravings,
mental cravings.
or even
I gotta say, it was my first, and there's no dig on Chillbox
yeah, of course.
right now.
I don't think there is anything.
But my
to say
first,
about
you know,
negative about
everyone's talking about inflation is getting higher or whatever or something. This was the first place that I was like, damn.
it. Yeah, but I mean,
They hiked the prices.
yeah, but I mean, the thing is, Chillbox.
But it's worth it.
It's honestly a steal, no matter what the price, because you can't put a price on happiness. But
Also, the students of Brandeis.
also, what I just want to really quickly say about them is that you should call 781. Sorry, I just had a cough there. 781-499-5380.
Also, the Prime Deli has good food.
Yeah. Have you ever been? You've been. I
Never
assume.
been to the Prime Deli. I've been to Village Market before when I needed to pick up cups for my kombucha that I brew myself.
Wait, why did you ever go to Chillbox?
But
Have you been to Chillbox?
I've been
though?
to Chillbox. I'm not such a big frozen yogurt gal.
What?
But that's-
What? Wait.
No, but that's okay because
It's okay though.
The nice
'cause
thing
they
about Chillbox is they have all these different
milkshakes.
options. Yeah, they have like ice
Their
cream.
They have
milkshakes
artisan
are
ice cream.
insane.
Their milkshakes are nutsoids. Oh my gosh.
I actually applied to work at Chillbox freshman year,
Right.
but they unfortunately never responded to my application. So, Chillbox, if you're listening,
Where you at?
where you at? Still waiting. Haven't gotten a job yet because of you.
That's
So,
probably
I'll
honest-
graduate in May, so
Yeah, honestly, it's
Looking
probably
for a
let me know.
job.
I'll be
you know what
unemployed.
but that actually makes sense because Chillbox I think it's probably one of the more popular places that people want to work, right?
Very
And
sought after.
They can't employ everybody. So it's, as they say, first come, first serve, soft serve.
Thank you. I mean, I've improved my resume. I've built on some skills.
I think you're ready to reapply.
Yeah, I almost worked at Rita's Water Ice this summer. True
Oh, yeah?
story.
Oh yeah. How about, so a lot of different places. Ice
Yeah,
cream
the reason
related.
why I say almost is because the minimum wage where I'm from is $7.25.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's not a livable wage, folks. Not a livable wage.
Let's talk about that right now for our last 5 minutes. Livable wages. Can we talk about that? And can we talk about
725 is actually insane. That is,
725 is actually insane.
like, you can't even get like you work an hour, you can't even get like a sandwich.
And there's people who say, there's people who just don't believe in any minimum wage, right?
That
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. Like,
No, they're like, we just got to let people do what they got to do,
but what corporations got to do? Is pay
Unpaid
nothing.
internships?
Like,
Unpaid internships.
Yeah, how is that legal? I never understood that one.
well, I think it's because
not.
it's because you're like committing to it.
Yes.
It's like
Yes, but I mean, you commit to any job. I just don't see the difference between an internship and a job.
I think you get paid. Job. You don't get paid an internship. That's my guess.
So it's just a fancy way. Okay.
Everything's a fancy way of doing something. That's what I've learned in this life.
What's not a
That is
fancy
deep.
way of doing something?
So like I just said everything. So like for example, blowing a balloon, right?
This talk show is a fancy way of hanging out with your friends.
It's a fancy way of wasting an hour.
You
of
found
your
us
life.
out. You found us out.
You figured it out. We were trying to keep this one a secret, but or like blowing a balloon is like a fancy way of blowing a bubble, and blowing a bubble is just a fancy way of breathing.
Wait, then what's breathing?
Fancy way.
What about
let's just let that
breathing?
sit in for our viewers. They can think about that for a week. You know.
You guys can think about that for a week. Think about what breathing is a fancy version of.
I do want to hear back on this.
Well, anyway, we'll think about that. But we're gonna, I guess, sign off.
Fancy way of living, perhaps.
There you go.
Well, there you go. And what is living a fancy version of? Listeners, you will be the judge. I think we just we're gonna sign off here. I want to thank Simi for coming on.
My pleasure.
Thank you for hanging
Thank you so
out.
much for having me.
It was a lot of fun.
Learned a lot.
We
learned a lot.
We learned so much. We learned about goats. You learned about
Everything
I think
else.
you lost brain cells from coming on here. So anyway, I guess we'll just say everyone have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on keeping on.